What's up, everybody? This is Mercury Roberts back at it again with another episode of Divinity Unleashed. And man, the fool's been going through quite a journey right now. Things have become rocky in his life. He don't know what's going on. He done went through a whole change. He done met his inner self. And here we are at this new point now. And so it's the voila moment in life. It's the voila. It's the I'm going to put you where you need to be at. And so then we come up with this card. The Tower. Oh, the life in this card. So when you see this card in a reading, just know an abrupt change is on the way. It's on the way and it's coming quick. It's coming quick. You gotta watch out for it. It's coming. Okay, so this is the Tower. If you notice, a tower stands on a mountain, on top of a mountain. And so I told you in other videos that mountains stand for conflict, some type of conflict. So the higher the mountain, the greater the conflict. Okay, so this happens to be a super high and very thick rocky mountain with a cement tower on fire. Okay, and the white clouds are here, which is good. White is good because it stands for clarification, clarity of thought, clarity of mind. Okay, and as you see, these two people, I don't know if they've been thrown from the building or if they jumped out the building. It almost seems like one jumped out the building, the other fell out the building. We don't know. We just gotta find out. Life happens to us all, but these people don't even know where they're going to land at. They have no idea where they're landing at. Okay, and as you see, one is covered in blue, which is emotions, and one is covered red, so passions. And this other one who's jumping out, it seems like this person's jumping out the window. This person knows that he needed to jump. This person had no awareness of where they were doing or how they were doing or what they were going to do with whatever they was doing. And so as you see at the top, okay, let's go here first. These dots right here, you will see these in a lot of your tarot cards, okay? And they are called yods, all right? And yods stand for the infinite. Yahweh, Vavhe, the infinite, the universal mind, the creation, God, the creator of all things and everything. And we'll talk later about my understanding of what God is. Right now, this is not about the religious aspect of anything, so try to be open-minded about what I speak about and how I put it. But we will get into other videos where I will speak about my religious aspects and things of the sort. Because, yeah, well, never mind. We'll get to it. But there's a lightning bolt here coming from out of nowhere hitting the tower. And the tower's on fire. It looks very discorded in this card. And then you see the crown here. Once again, I always speak about crowns, and crowns stand for some type of authority, mental capacity, stability of the mind, power, structure, being protected, being graced, being allotted. You know, when you think of a king, you think of a person who's protected in power and mighty. Okay, so this card stands for a person mighty in their thoughts. Okay, because it's a very mental card. If you see the crown in here, then we got the yods and we got the people falling out. This and then the clouds, the white clouds in here, standing for clarity of mind and thought. And so this card is definitely speaking of you going through a circumstance that is going to be abrupt and crazy and mind altering, mind blowing. But the outcome will be enlightenment. You will be enlightened. There will be some type of clarity in the situation. It's almost like that. It's almost like that voila moment. You know what I mean? It was like, oh my God, I didn't know. I seen things this way, and boom, this happened. And here's the change. Here's the change. The change is now. And it happened without me even having a choice. I didn't even have a choice. It's almost like you living in your own home, right? And as you're living in your own home, I don't know, the landlord just comes to your house one day. You're in content. You got everything that you want. You worked hard for that. And the landlord comes one day and he says, I'm going bankrupt and I need you to move out this week. And you're like, oh my God. But we just, boom. And there it is. Everything gone with a blink of an eye. And so what do you learn out of this situation? Maybe not to be so content. Maybe to watch yourself. Maybe to do a little bit of homework on where you're moving. You know what I mean? Don't just jump into things and think that, just jumping in them is the answer. Sometimes you got to take a risk. Sometimes you need to change. And this card very well speaks of that, because this is the major arcana. So this is definitely speaking about higher minded things. So the universe is putting this change in your life. Sometimes we can get off of course in life and not be on the right direction. And so we need a change, where you're content and you're stable and you're just there. You know what I mean? Sometimes, boom, change hits you, because the only thing that's consistent in life is change. And so there's people that want to stay stable. They want to stay stable in their relationships. They want to stay stable in their job. They want to stay stable within the money that they're making. And so the universe is like, well, when you become content in your mind and you think that you know it all and you got it all, here I come, boom. Because you got to understand to be mutable, to be able to adapt to circumstances and be able to be okay with change, because change is inevitable. And sometimes you need a breakdown to come back up. You know what I mean? Where you're content and you're at the top of the ladder and you're like, everything's going great and I got it all. And then boom, here comes that change. And it's like, whoa, I got to understand to be grateful of what I have when I have it, while I have it, because at any moment's notice, something can change. And so this Tower card is very well about that. It's about having the epiphany that life happens. Life happens. Sometimes you have no control over what it may be that is going to happen to you, but you always have to be ready and willing for change. You cannot live in a mindset of contentment. This card will show up definitely when a change is coming in a relationship. Maybe you might become enlightened in your relationship and you're like, whoa, I've been treating this person terribly. You know what I mean? Or whoa, I need to get out of this situation. Or whoa, a big fight is about to break out and I don't know what to do. And the cops is being called in the situation. And oh my goodness, it's getting crazy out here. Or boom, your boss comes to you and tells you you're fired. Productivity is getting low and we don't like what you're doing, and boom, gotta go. Dang, about to get kicked out of your family's house. The Tower card. So when this card comes up, be ready for a change. It's coming suddenly. This card is ruled by Mars, and so Mars is a very aggressive planet. Mars is the planet of war. It's the planet of assertiveness. It is the planet of drive, short-term travel. Short-term traveling, and fast movement. Okay, and so Mars is definitely a card. Mars in this card and Pluto, because it's a Scorpio card too, and Pluto. So Mars and Pluto are about transformation and abrupt change, not like death. Okay, because death is more of a spiritual inside change. This is more of a mental change. So you got spiritual, and then you got mental. Mental change is sometimes we can have a perspective about life or even people and see things a certain way and are not really that way, or maybe the universe don't want us to look at it like that way. You know how you kind of judge people sometimes, and then boom, somebody judges you and puts it down on you and hurts your feelings, and then you come to this understanding of, wow, maybe I shouldn't judge people. The Tower card. So in this card, if it's a person, this person is bound to be a blow up type of person, and a personality, definitely loves change. It's always enlightening people, and it's always structuring people and then enlightening them again. And you never get a taste of stability when it comes to this card inside of a person with this type of personality. They're very abruptive and they blow up a lot, and you just don't want to mess around with the Tower card if it comes up in a personality, because it basically says you're going through an abrupt change, or this person is abruptively changing all the time, and so you'll never feel consistent with this person, and you may end up losing everything over this person. So watch out. This card is definitely a 16. This is the 16 card. Okay, so 16 turns into 7. 7 is the number of spirituality, of analyzing, of voila moments, of spirit, and stuff. 7 life people are very spiritual. They always go through changes. They're always having to observe and discover things and find out about life and blah, 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 blah. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. That's the Tower card. There is light, because you will get the clarity and just enjoy life and accept it. If it comes in the past, you already went through the change. If it comes in the present, you're going through the change. And if it comes in the future, the change is on the way. Look out for it. Blessings, Divinity Unleashed.